Hi guys, so I decided that I wanted to start doing updates on my garden and weekly updates for you because a lot of people said they were really interested in it and they were into it, and I do post a lot of pictures on my Instagram, which is Rowana VM. So I thought I'll give you a garden tour and you'll see how things are going. Has been super hot. A lot of tomatoes and stuff didn't produce, but my garden has expanded since I did that video about a month ago. So um, pretty much could give you an overview here of it, and that area over there is actually my nursery. So the kids playing outside in the yard, but this is a tomato that has been suffering, but guess what, it started flowering, so I'm hoping that eventually it will go. These are cucumbers. They're actually lemon cucumbers. These are just gladiolas, and then I have some cucumbers at the back there, some zinnias, marigold. This is an eggplant. It's a round. I have one there. Then these are bell peppers. You have yellow and red. Then I have, these are chrysanthemums, more zinnias there, some tomatoes that are blossoming now. I think this is a pimento, if not it's a hot pepper. Jordan pulled out a lot of my labels for a lot of these. This is Malabar spinach, I also know that's poi. That's a cherry tomato. It had a lot of blossoms in it, but they will drop. More peppers. All these are peppers. Can you see the size of this Malabar spinach or poi leaf? It's like, whoa, it's huge. This is a Tabasco pepper. It was almost dead at the nursery and I got it on sale and I picked it up. This is my Thai chili. Cucumbers here again. More Malabar spinach, marigold, rosemary. This I know for sure is pimento, pepper, tomatoes. That's my pigeon peas. We're actually going to transplant it in the ground now. My husband really didn't think it would have grown, so these are cherry tomatoes, and you can see I have some blossoms there, so I am crossing my fingers. And these are more pimento peppers, cucumbers growing here. A lot of the baby cucumbers dropped. This one is banana pepper, but it's the hot, and these over here are just the regular banana peppers. I have lots banana peppers, but this is the only hot one. My nasturtiums, some more pimentos there. These are my bell peppers. These are red. Have a watermelon. I lost about 2 or 3 watermelons that were pretty big because they were hanging, so someone advised me to run them on my ground and see what happens. More banana peppers, and I do have a bit of gourd, or what we know as Karaili, growing. The plant is somewhere all the way over there, but guess what, it has spread to my fence like crazy. This is really tall pigeon peas that I have to grow. My okras are blooming. Every week I get about 25 to 30 okras. I just love these flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? More pimentos at the back there. And I actually am doing a recycle project with a couple people in my neighborhood where we're using, rather than pots, we're using like milk jugs or any other containers we can at home. So I'm actually leaving this okra and this one to seed. And last video I told you my raised bed was not finished, but it is. So I have like basil here, parsley, thyme. My shiso is growing, thyme. That's an orange mint, that is flower. I need to pinch that off. And then these are pimentos, my cherry tomatoes. Pimentos and cherry tomatoes are here. Then I had these romaine lettuce, but I found a grasshopper yesterday and that bug I had to kill. So purslane, and these are also pimentos. My kale had a little fight with somebody, but they got holes. I need to pick them out, but could be the same grasshopper. So at the back of the okra we have a cayenne pepper, dragon cayenne pepper. It's now starting to get back itself the heat, and I think, I don't know, it was really struggling. So we got a lot of peppers, but they were tiny. At the bottom here I do have peas, and I shaded because lots of other peas died, and this more or less needs let me put it more in the corner. It needs to be cool to bear. A lot of them died from the heat, and the temperature was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is more of banana peppers, and I have this bitter gourd that was growing between here. This is a fig tree we recently bought that I'm trying to take care of in shade, because when we bought it, it was pretty much like getting dried up because of how hot it was. So these are starting to flower. These were in pots initially, and they was really struggling. We put them in the ground, and we actually use mulch from our trees or leaves and mulch everywhere now, so a lot of things are doing good. For me, it's a trial and error because really and truly this is my first gardening experience. Never really gardened before. So zinnias, I'm now realizing that these love to run, so more or less this area will be for them at least next year. This is a sunflower that just appeared. We don't know where the seeds came from or what, but I'm letting it go. I see here that the sunflower is there, and there's another one. It had 2 branches, so I'm so excited. These are red burgundy or burgundy red okras. This finally is starting to bear again without the fruits falling. We got like 3 tomatoes and then everything just went, but now we see more coming out. So I read up online though that they take forever to ripe on the tree. So this one over here has been without fruit, but then I noticed we have some flowering. So, and yeah, see the struggle with the leaves here. Something, we have caterpillars that are around, so I'm gonna definitely spray the leaves. And I may pull out that, I was thinking of pulling out that tomato, but then I'm seeing a shoot growing there, so I have to figure out if I want to keep it and spend time and energy with it. And we go, I'm like, it's so hot, but I'm out of bread. This is my ginger. I had it on a shelf and it was not growing. Look, Mr. Frog at the back there. Can you guys see him behind my long beans? He pretty much rules this. There's a little baby and him. So this is my ginger. I had it on a shelf getting shade, and then I read up that it needs to get sun for it to grow. And since I put it 1 week in the sun, it has grown tremendously. So I'm gonna leave that here, and this is my basil that I did plant with it, and I pick this basil like twice a week. A random okra that I had there in a pot, and I decided to just actually to transplant it. These are my long beans or yard beans, more banana peppers, but first time I'm seeing these peppers like this. They were all the others are growing out, but these are curls. So I need to read up on why some are growing curls, but lots of foliage, and I think I need to really and truly get that down. One of my yard beans actually is growing up. I actually had to bring it back from by the neighbor's yard. This was my experimental stuff where I was doing like hanging tomatoes. That didn't work out. I stuck a pepper in there when it was a baby, pretty much grew up, and that's it there. And then onto my nursery area. I actually just recycle these and see if this would work. That's a tiny tip, so they don't need really huge stuff, but they're making a mess on this stuff. My mint, I snip these every couple days to make tea. This is my turmeric plant, or is it saffron? I think this is turmeric. Yeah, this is my turmeric plant. It is about 3 months old, I think. I just stuck some romaine lettuce and chives there. Then this is, what bean is this? This is Henderson that I planted just last week, so they're about a week old. and they're gonna just, I'll move it from here into a bigger thing. And these are lettuce. They are Grand Rapids lettuce. And then we have, I have a bunch of tomatoes, really and truly. This is a flower, what's it called? Helix, I don't know, I can't even pronounce it. But these are all, this is marigold, tomatoes. This is large cherry peppers, tomatoes. This is Brad's Atomic Grape Tomato, this one here. I need to plant this over into another pot. This is a white eggplant, but it has been that size forever. These are kale tomatoes. This is an okra that I need to transplant. Pimento peppers, and all of these are pimento peppers babies. Then pimento peppers again. I promised couple friends, so those will be going out this week to friends. A beet. I planted like 4 beets, and the others I just pulled out. And then this one I realized was actually looking good. Worst case is that I will just use the leaves as greens. And then these are more cherry tomatoes. Another pimento there. Cherry tomatoes. I actually saved some seeds from a brandy wine. Couple, pink, yellow, and black. And I just, after I saved the seeds, I threw some to make sure that they would germinate. So I didn't save seeds for next year that I can use. These are all different cherry tomatoes, including garden peach, garden delight, yellow egg, what else I have? Yellow pear, red pear, tiny Tim, blueberry, currant, tomato, etc. And then I have some Bloomsdale spinach. I have red acre cabbage. I have super red romaine. These are black and yellows. And that's my sunflower. I have a white and a red. So I'm going to transplant these into bigger pots soon. Or maybe in the ground, because I mean it's growing there. And these are what here? Right, there's tomatoes, Michelangelo, Shadow Benny. And then at the bottom here, I just planted these yesterday. But I set the seeds since the 26th, so it's about almost a week. And these include the tender green, rattlesnake bean, lima, Kentucky, pole, and that's it. We have my lemongrass that I use, and my aloe, which spread and took over this spot, but because this initially was my chive spot. And then I threw a pole bean seed here thinking it wouldn't germinate. It wasn't germinating when the pot I had it, so I was like, okay, I tossed it, and I didn't realize I tossed it in here. But then a couple weeks after I saw this, I left it, and now it's growing. My extra tomato cage that I was supposed to use now is on my pole bean. And then I had a nasturtium also that did not germinate. Threw it in here, and there we go. So that's so random. And then quickly in this corner here, I have a lot of beans. Now these are not doing pretty well. They were all cluttered up in one area, so I just spread them out against the wall, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with them. Some of them look like they really need to be trashed, so we'll start again. That's why I did the other plants. So these are actually pumpkins. I hope that these are little Jack B. little pumpkins, so I hope that I get these go through. But yeah, that's my garden. You guys enjoy.